everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Andrea and it's nice to have you guys here. Continuing on with my kind of birthday month videos, I thought I would do a video that I've been meaning to do pretty much all year. So that is what's in my makeup bag. This is it looks pretty full. This is my everyday makeup bag. This is what I carry in my purse. Now, not all of this is makeup, as you'll see, but these are kind of all of my regular necessities. When I carry a smaller bag, I will take things out of this and just put them into that bag, but this is kind of the main bag. So if I'm carrying one of my larger tote bags or something and I'm going to be out for a day, I've got this in here. Some of these things I don't keep in the bag, I keep in pockets in my handbag. But I wanted to include them here because they are beauty things that I have with me on a regular basis. The bag itself is from Feel Unique. This was a collaboration they did with an illustrator, so I love the print on the bag. I think it's just beautiful. And when I sat down to kind of really reorganize my makeup bag, this was the kind of right one to pick because it fits everything when I need it to fit everything, but then I can also downsize from here if I need to. So I've got my little tin of medication. So I've got a Tylenol, Aleve, some stuff for my stomach, all that sort of thing. So that has to be with me. The Caudalie Beauty Elixir facial spray. Oh, that feels so good. I've talked about this before. This is one of my favorite products. I absolutely love this, and yeah, I don't go anywhere without one of these. This is usually in the pocket, like the cell phone pocket of my handbag, so that usually isn't in here, but it had to be included. Same thing, the handmade hand cleansing gel by Soap & Glory is usually in a pocket right next to this. But I don't go anywhere without this. I need to put a new bottle in because this one is like down to its last legs. So yeah, need to restock that. I also tend to have hand wipes. These ones are from Boots, but these are really handy for when this won't cut it. I have a retractable kabuki brush. This one used to have a pretty illustration on it, but it's worn off. But yeah, I love this brush, it's really good. And then to go along with that, I also have the Soap & Glory One Heck of a Blot powder. So this comes with a little sponge, but I always much prefer to use the brush and reduce shine that way. So that's what I use for that. But I also have a little compact mirror. This is a rose gold one that has a magnified side and a regular side, so if I need a mirror to look at something and not for using powder, then I usually grab this one. I'm not going to show you, but obviously I have feminine products in here because you don't want to get caught out without those. I've got a little matchbook of nail files that look like little fashion illustrations, so really cute. I have e.l.f. blotting sheets. I still haven't really, I always use powder, but I keep these just in case. I have a little pack of Compeeds, but in here I also keep some Band-Aids, and then the Compeeds I have are different sizes and styles, so I've got some for the heel, but then like I've got one for around a toe, so that way if I start getting blisters in almost anywhere. I've got a tin of, these are Altoids, but I have them in a Harrods peppermint drops tin. I just like this tin better than the Altoids tin, so that's what I use. I've got my travel atomizer. This has the Polly perfume from Ted Baker in it, because even if I don't put this on in the morning, it layers over my other fragrances really nicely, so this is the one that I like to have in my handbag regardless of what scent I'm wearing. I've got a little cardboard thing. It's what the bobby pins originally came in, and I've got some bobby pins on it, but then I've also got a couple regular hair elastics and then two of the Invisibobbles because I love Invisibobbles so much. They are fantastic, and being in Arizona where it gets really hot even on a day when I think, oh, I'm gonna like have my hair down for a change. I never leave home without stuff to put my hair up because you never know what's going to happen. I have a little blush pot from Bourjois. I love these because they are so little. They're super little and tiny, so they easily fit into my bag. The brush is actually a decent applicator, so if I need to top up my blush throughout the day, this works really well. And this is in shade 34 Golden Rose. I keep my Mineral Fusion Limitless Beauty Cream with coconut oil lotion in here. This is a great multi-treatment, so you can use it to moisturize lips, tame brows, apply to dry elbows, nourish cracked heels, soften cuticles, or simply use as a hand cream or a super rich night cream. Before applying makeup, you can dab it on the apples of your cheeks or under your eyes to create a dewy glow, and you can mix with powder cosmetics to create cream shadows, cream blushes, or use as a luminizer. It can do so many things. I'm never without this, just in case. I also have my Alba Botanica Fast Fix for a pimple. It's a tinted zit zapper is what they call it. So I like this if I've got a nasty breakout. I might start out the day with concealer, but as the concealer wears off, I'll touch it up with this. It's got a slight tint to it, so it kind of acts as a concealer, but it's got good ingredients in it that will help clear up your skin, not aggravate a breakout. So I like that. I have a smaller pill case, so sometimes I have the big one, but if I'm downsizing, I'll just take this one. It's a contact lens case that I use, and it has 1 dose of anything that I would need. So it's got 1 dose of Tylenol, 1 dose of Aleve, 1 dose of stuff for my stomach. So it can get me through 1 day, whereas the larger one has multiple doses, so I restock that one less frequently. I have a little mini of some clear nail polish because it always comes in handy. If I get a chip in my polish, sometimes putting some clear on top of it will keep it from chipping worse. Clear nail polish to the rescue. I've got a couple random barrettes. I've got a little bit of what's left of an Urban Decay Perversion eyeliner. So if I need to touch up my black eyeliner, especially if I'm doing eyeliner like in my tight line, that will wear off throughout the day, so I can top it up with that. I also have the Rimmel Scandalize in Nude. This is really great on your lower waterline. It just makes your eyes look a little bit less red. Going on with the eye theme, I also have one of my favorite drugstore mascaras. This is the Extra Super Lash by Rimmel. It's just a great basic mascara, and if I go and have a facial and she takes all my mascara off and then I have to go run other errands, I've got mascara in my bag. If I'm wearing a mascara that starts flaking off the ends, or if I need to touch up my lower lashes, I've always got a mascara in my bag. And what I love about this is it's so cheap. This one I can get in a 2-pack at Target for like $5. So even if I only use this a handful of times, before it goes bad, because I'm only using it in my handbag, I don't mind if I don't use up the full tube. Whereas I would never put a premium mascara in here because just I don't use it that frequently. It's just something that I like to have because I hate being caught out without mascara. Because as I've mentioned before, I'm not a natural brunette, so my eyelashes are really, really super pale. So it's one of the things I'm the most kind of self-conscious about. I will go out with that mascara if I have to, but I will also take at least a couple minutes to throw on some mascara. I've got 2 lip products in here. So one is this, the label's worn off on the one side. I think they're called Glossy Balm Sticks. So they're like a cross between a lip gloss and a lip balm, and they've got slight tint to it. This one is a purple one, and it's called Adjust Your Tiara, and I'm not lying. I totally own the fact that I bought it just because of the name. It doesn't go on super dark. It gives me just a slight tint to my lips, but it's really hydrating, so I like having this in here because if I'm ever caught out without a lip product, this will do the trick in a pinch if I need it to. But then I also have my little mini of the Sephora collection. Oh, and this is Sephora collection as well. I've got my little mini Ultra Shine lip gel. and this is in Pinup Pink number 17. I've talked about this before. This came in a Sephora play box. I've used about half of it, which is saying a lot for me with lip glosses. So I really do like this. I will probably get a full size once I'm done with it, but it's nice to have this in my bag because this gives me just the right amount of color. So this is great on a day when I'm going to physical therapy and just want a little bit of something. Same thing with the mascara. Or if it's a day where I run out to physical therapy before putting anything on my face, if I need to then go run some errands, as long as I've got these two things and a bit of blush, I'm good to go. So everything in my bag is enough to do a very basic makeup look. I also have a nail clipper because you just need them. Always good to have one of those. And then I have this little slip that has two tweezers in it. So one is a pointed end and one is a slanted end. So I always have those with me. And then I have this little set of brushes from Sephora that can do eye makeup. So it's 4 brushes. You've got a kind of powder brush, a pointed liner brush, a kind of real blending brush, and then like a little smudge brush. I don't carry eyeshadow with me on a regular basis, but I could use the blending brush with my powder if I just wanted to reduce shine on my eyelids, or if I happen to have an eyeshadow quad or something that I want to take with me, I can throw that in here for an event, and I've always got the brushes. And then the last thing is an aromatherapy de-stress roller ball. This is by Tisserand Aromatherapy, and I can't remember what's in the de-stress one. It's roses and a couple other things, but it doesn't say on the tube, unfortunately. Definitely roses and a couple other floral things, and I love it. And it does help. Sometimes just sniffing it and breathing, closing my eyes helps relieve stress, but then you can also put it on like your pulse points and stuff, and it really helps. So yeah, so those are all of the things that I keep in my makeup bag. Like I said, on a day that I'm using one of my smaller handbags, I might just grab out a few things. If I'm only going to lunch on like a Sunday and I'm not going to need all the extra makeup bits, I might just bring like the powder and the brush and then a couple other things like some of the pills. I always have my hand gel and my elixir, beauty elixir. So some things I always have, other things stay in this bag and don't travel back and forth. But I like, since switching to this system where I've got everything in one bag, and then I can decide, depending on which handbag I use, which of the products in here I'm going to take with me, it's made it a lot easier, because then everything always stays in this bag, and if it leaves this bag, it comes back to this bag, and things don't get lost in the shuffle somewhere else. Yeah, so if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Say hi down in the comments. Let me know maybe some of the things that you always have in your makeup bag. Is there that one product that you always have to have? Subscribe if you are not subscribed, and I will see you all very soon in my next video. Thank you very much for watching. Bye-bye.